Afternoon, everybody. We got a pretty busy schedule tonight. I'm going to do the pork thing first, and then I'll tell you all the things I want us to try to get accomplished tonight. Um, then we'll go right into the kitchen. We're going to be working with pork also on the menu, so I just want to tell you a little bit about it. Of course, this would be a whole the whole back of a hog, because it's split bone. You have a right side and a left side. Right down in the rib bones here, you'll find the tenderloin, pork tenderloin. And the first thing I do is just cut along the bone here and get that pork tenderloin out, because it's a very expensive piece of meat. You wouldn't want to just roast it in the oven or anything like that. This is the type of meat that you would want to sear very easily and put it with a nice sauce or something. And it makes a great presentation. So I'm going to just cut that out. And it's very easy to take out. It's a round cylinder piece. You trim the fat off of it, the silver skin and everything. And some people stuff it. And most of the time you can cut it in half. This is about 2 servings right here. You can sear the whole piece of meat and then slice it up and do a nice display on the plate. More volume. Okay. Put that to the side. For this piece here, I also want to tell you that a lot of times people wonder where the crown roast comes from. Well, they cut the pork here. You get this end to this end, and you expose the bone by just cutting in this gristle part right here. Cut that, just like you would do lamb or anything else. And then you can expose that bone. Comes right out like that, and you clean it. Once they expose the bones all the way down the rib, then you would trim all this down, trim it down so far so you get about that much meat on it. And then after you trim it down, let me section this out for a minute. What they would do is take these, cut it a little more. Of course, I haven't cleaned it all yet. I'm just giving you the idea. They would take it and bend it like this and then tie it together, and then you'd have all your ribs sticking up all the way around. So that would be the method for making a crown roast, a pork crown roast. Okay, and you just tie that, and then some people like to put stuffing and different kinds of things inside of it. Okay. For our purposes, we're going to section the pork into 4 sections. We'll cut it out. This is when you're butchering it, when you're trying to determine. The reason we section it like this is because when we take it out, we may only want 5 servings. We may want 10 servings. So I know out of each one of these, I can get maybe 6 to 8 servings out of some of the bigger ones. I can even get 10 servings out of some of the larger ones. So that way I can tell how many pieces of pork I want to cut. All right, so once I section it out, just bend it a little bit. Take these off. Of course, I could take a butcher knife and get it off, but most times you just bend it. And yeah, what they do, center cut would be right here. They wouldn't mess with the ends. Okay, you would get all the good lean meat from the center. The ends tend to have more bone and more fat. So they wouldn't mess with that. Okay, let me just get this one out. Usually if they cut the chine bone off, I don't have any problem getting this stuff apart. But if they don't cut the chine bone out, then you have problems. All right, one of them, let's bend this. And that one. All right. So the only thing in there that's really holding it right now is you got the just this little bone and a little marrow right in there. It's holding that together. So I got 4 pieces. Now I want to bone these out. The ribs, the ones on the rib bones are very easy to get out. You just put your knife up against the rib bone and go right along the rib bone. That's one. And of course, you take your rib bones and you make good spare ribs with it. You wouldn't throw this away. People don't they use every part of the cow that they can use, or the pork that they can use nowadays. Cow too. If I had a cow up here, I'd use every part of that. I got you on that one. So you thought you were going to stand that straight face. Okay. All right, let's get in here. And this stuff is expensive in the store too. It used to be you can go in there and ask for bones and they'll just give it to you. You try that now. They'll ask you where the money is. That's right. That's right. Well, actually, stock for some people is a whole meal nowadays. They put the bones and vegetables and all, and that's their meal for the day. So it's sad, but. Oh yeah, I mean they definitely. But I'm saying in the past, bones were not, except in hotels and all that. But they would throw it away sometime. Nowadays, same thing with parts of chicken and all that. Some of you see in the garbage. Now they sell every single piece of every animal because they know the value of it now. They're not wasting anything. All right, this end piece is a little tougher to get the bone out because there's a short bone and it goes deep inside and it has a knuckle on it. And I have to just feel with my knife where that bone is. So I'm going to go up and just try to get around it without losing all my meat. And you just have to take your time, be patient, and work with it. And keep your fingers out of the way. Lose a finger. There's a lot of gristling and different things in there that you have to get around, but basically this is what's going to come out when you work it. So see, that bone would be hard to get around. You'd have to take that out. Now, you can roast this piece with the bone in it. Actually, the bone adds more flavor to the pork. But for our purpose, we need to take it out. That's another bone. This one has the rib on it, so you can cut right beside and get the rib off. See these spare ribs at barbecues and all that? I'm going over to Charles's house. I get fed.